Hey sports fans, I'm Will. This video is going to be about my opinion. Yeah. It's all going to be my opinions. Yeah. Might be spot on, it might not, but that's when they call it your opinions. But let's talk about this Power 6 conferences. It's been going around maybe a week or so. AAC, they're considering themselves just like the Power 5 conference. They ain't like those conferences. Nah, it's those Power 5 conferences, the SEC, ACC, Big 12, Big 10, and Pac-12. Those are some pretty good conferences. They got a bunch of good teams down with each of those conferences. I don't think any team from the AAC can stack up against teams like that week in and week out. Key word is week in and week out. I ain't talking about playing them every once in a while. Any team can beat any team if they have weeks and weeks and weeks of practice against that one team. Any team can win if you have weeks and weeks and weeks of practice before that game. Like, yes, UCF did beat Auburn last year in the Peach Bowl. They had weeks of practice. Auburn also had weeks of practice, but Auburn's star running back got injured against Alabama. He didn't really play good in the ACC championship. Didn't play good in the Peach Bowl last year. But the thing is, that running back is a pretty good stud. It was Kerryon Johnson. He's a pretty good stud. He's pretty good at running the ball. Plus, if you're throwing him the ball, he can catch it. Which he's doing pretty good in the approach right now for the team he's playing for. But I think UCF and the AAC shot their own selves in the foot. University of Florida gave them the offer and they turned it down. A pretty good offer. It's a pretty good offer. One game in Orlando and 2 games in Gainesville. It's a pretty good offer, but they turned it down because they wanted 1 game in Orlando, 1 game in Gainesville, and 1 game that was a neutral site game. A Power 5 conference would not schedule a team that's not in the Power 5 conference and a neutral site game. Just don't happen. I've never seen it happen. It just don't happen. But which Florida is playing USF in the future, which USF is part of the AAC. Florida gave them the same offer and they accepted. They stepped up to the plate and accepted that offer. So UCF should have accepted the offer, but they didn't. But I don't think the AAC can stack up against the Power 5 conference. I don't think so, but hey, anything can happen. I say let's just give them a shot. But if they can't win week in, week out, it just proves to my point they ain't gonna be in a conversation as a Power 6 conference. Now, UCF is about to go against LSU in the Fiesta Bowl. If they get blown out, that conversation about Power 6 is going to be out way. Old news. It's going to be old news if LSU beats UCF. Now, let's just say if it's a close game, they're still not going to be in a conversation it's just my opinion, they still ain't going to be in the conversation about a Power 6 conference. Only because they have weeks and weeks of practice. If you're going to say that you are that you can beat other teams in the conference. There ain't no proof out there. You haven't went against any of those teams. Hey, Troy from the Sun Belt Conference. They're playing Auburn next year. And that's from a Sun Belt Conference. That's not even considered a good conference to be in. And they're playing Auburn. I mean, I know, yeah. Most of the Power 5 conference don't schedule good games, but hey. I know the SEC, most of the time they would play maybe each team. That's just going from team to team. Some teams play 2 lower conference games, sometimes 3 lower conference games. That's it. Easiest games on their schedule. That's it. Easiest games on their schedule. Then the rest of the schedule, they play their conference games. Like Florida. There's one that they play 4 games that's not even in that conference most of the time. One team that's not in that conference that they play every single year is Florida State. Yes, Florida State's not doing good right now, but hey, that's the ACC right there. That's a rival game. Florida finally beat Florida State this year. I'm real happy about that. But hey, yeah, Florida State might not be doing good this year, but they are considered, in my opinion, to me, I think they are I think they can beat USF, UCF, Memphis. Yeah, I think Florida State can beat those teams. I could, even with the bad games, the bad season that Florida State's had this year. I think they can beat UCF, USF, Memphis. Just the 3 teams off the top of my mind that's in AAC. I think Florida State can beat them. This year, even though Florida State had a bad season, they missed the bowl game by 1 game. It was the game that Florida beat them in. They missed it by 1 game. Florida stopped Florida State going to the bowl game for the first time in a long time. I think since the 80s, I think. But hey, I will do a follow-up video if y'all, just to see if my opinions about the Power 6 has changed. I would not mind my opinions being changed. I don't mind. I like to look at new stuff every day to see if it changes my opinion about things. But I think, yeah, give the AAC a chance, but only give them a chance if they would schedule harder games on their schedule. Like, if they can't win those games week in and week out, nah, let's not consider them just like the Power 5 conference. Nah, that's not going to happen. But if they I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think they should be considered as a power, just like the Power 5 conferences. No, I don't think they should be considered. I think if they can't win week in, week out, nah, don't give them the chance of being considered. If they don't, if they are given a chance to see if they can be considered Power 6 conference and they can't win week in and week out, then they need to quit considering themselves as a Power 6 conference. And the reason why that UCF didn't make the playoffs this year or last year, because of their schedule. They didn't schedule not enough really good teams to play against. That's my opinion. Thank you for watching. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. And I'll see y'all next time.